Hey guys, Sauniche here with some Heroes of the Storm action for you. On this video, I'm going to be playing Tycus, and I've been playing him a little bit differently lately. Originally, when I was playing Tycus, I would go for an auto attack damage dealer, just trying to get up close and unload his minigun on as many enemies as possible. Just using his really high attack speed and using his vampiric, the vampiric assault talent you can pick up at level 4. I'm trying to use that to give him some sustain and give him some really kind of sustained DPS, but that wasn't working out too well for me, so I changed my whole strategy around, and I've actually started playing him to really emphasize his overkill and his grenade, because the combination of those two is absolutely deadly for everyone involved. Well, for all of my enemies involved in any case. Let's take a look at our teams here. We have Vala, Uther, Zagara, Nazeebo, and Tycus on my team, along with Nazeebo, Vala, Tycus, Illidan, and Raynor on the other team. So it is very heavy assassin build on our enemy team. They have 4 assassins and 1 specialist, where we do have a healer in Uther, and we have Zagara, who's got some pretty good self-heals, along with Nazeebo. So dual specialists on our side. We're going to be able to push a little bit better. The question is going to be whether we can survive the sustain. Just taking out what talents our enemies have picked. Looks like Nazeebo hasn't picked a talent yet. The enemy Vala and our Vala both picked Hungering Arrow, and I've got the Piercing Rounds, which makes Overkill deal more damage. As I was saying, that's the one I'm really trying to emphasize here. So it looks like we're going to try and go for the tower, but looks like we're getting pushed off of it. Tycus does take a little bit of damage from that Hungering Arrow. Uther's just standing there, daring the enemy team to come out on him. Looks like I have Raynor and Tycus coming out of me. Tycus does get caught in the zombie wall, and I got an overkill on him. I'm going to step forward and get first blood. I do need to back out of here. Looks like Vala's swinging around with Uther. They might be able to get Nazeebo. It's going to be really close. Vala needs to get out of there. Going to use... As you can tell, this game is actually a bit old. We still do have artifacts, which is why I have a life steal going on. But it's still a good game that I actually quite like to cast games a little bit after the fact I've played them. Makes it a little bit more fun for me because I don't know exactly what's going to happen. So looks like we are trying to chase down Raynor and Tycus here. They're both fairly low. Let's get this chest. Looks like Zagara and Vala are fighting over the chest on the bottom lane. So Vala and I are going to go on this. She does Hungering Arrow to try and help out this chest. We do end up getting all 5 coins down here. Looks like Zagara's got all 5 as well, but she's about to die. Hopefully she can get away from Nazeebo. It's going to be really close if she can get away. It's going to be barely, and Nazeebo does go down. Zagara goes down as well, but we do secure all 5 of her coins. So I have 4. Looks like Vala has 6 of our together we have 10, enough for a turn in, and we have almost a 1-level lead on our opponents. She's going to pick up a couple more coins. That gives us 12 total, I believe. So Tycus is moving over there. Vala is trying to prevent us from turning in. She wants those 8 coins that the enemy Vala has, but she does barely gets away from my overkill, but then Nazeebo takes her out with an auto attack. So I'm going to grab the Vampiric Assault so I have even more self-healing and even more sustain. Looks like Raynor's trying to come in. Almost gets caught by the zombie wall, just a tad off. Vala did get her 8 coins in, but now we have an overkill going off on Tycus. Vala and Nazeebo are going to zone for me, which is a really good situation. A lot of times, the whole team will try and turn in all their coins at once when a bunch of people have 1 coin, or like somebody has 10 and a couple of people have 1. If you're the person with 1 coin, you're a lot more effective trying to zone out the enemy team and push them off of the turn-in spot. That ends up helping your team a lot more than trying to get that 1 turn-in and letting the enemy team run in and interrupt everybody. So Zagara's got a couple of coins from those 2 giants she picked up along the bottom, so we are pushing this lane fairly well. We'll see how that ends up going out for us. Looks like we want to pick up the knights here. Hopefully we can do that without the enemy team coming in and trying to take us out. Vala rides right past them. Completely ignores my little plea for help there. Looks like Zagara is pushing just as hard. The enemy has picked up their giants on the bottom lane, and Blackheart is back in the mid, so the enemy team could turn in. If we get any second, looks like, oh, that overkill's not actually going to get anyone. It's going to be on pretty close, though. Enemy Tycus is up. He does get an overkill on me, so I'm going to try and dash away. It's getting really close. He does take out the creep tumor with that. Zagara is about to go down. She does go down to 2. Vala manages to pick up those overkills, but wow, that was actually really, really dumb on my part to go out there like that against enemy Tycus. We do have almost a 2-level advantage. Looks like there are 4 enemies down here. They did pick up a couple of coins. Hopefully Uther and Nazeebu can come down and help out. So we're coming. Looks like Nazeebu is peeling off to help us. We have 4 enemies down here. They all are pretty low on health. Looks like Zagara is moving in. We are going to lose the gate here any second now. Gate goes down. I'm pretty sure our enemies are going straight for those knights. We need to get in there. So we do have their giants down. Tycus is moving in. Actually, our enemies did not take these knights. They probably could have. That would have been a smart decision on their part, not to let us have these immediately. Make their push do a little bit more damage. Looks like Nazeebu does realize what is going on. He's trying to poke his head in here. Our Nazeebu's zoning the enemy out, doing a great job of letting Vala and I pick up these knights by creating some space for us. Enemy Vala runs in there, just runs into her death. We might be able to pick up Nazeebu right there with just a one last auto attack from Vala. She's going to grab that coin, hopefully. There she goes. She does pick up that coin, and now we can push this lane pretty well with the knights. Both towers are out of ammo. So Zagara's looks like we're getting a little bit fed up with Uther. I'm not really sure where he is at the moment. There he is. He is down on the bottom helping us out. So the top fort is gone. We are 5-man pushing this bottom fort. We have a level and a half lead, so it is to our advantage to take this, push our lead a little bit further up. There goes our level 10. So we do have the ultimates now. So we have the ulti-vantage, or ultimate advantage, whatever you want to call it. The strafe does go off, picks off Raynor and Tycus, and Nazeebu goes down, and Vala. Oh, man, that was a lot of ultimates that just went off. I still haven't picked mine up yet. I'm a little bit out of focus. So I do need to keep my focus. There we go. I did pick up the Odin. So that was a little bit delayed on my part. I could have done that one whole level ago. So I'm going to pick up the Odin here just to take out this keep. Also, I know that all 5 of them are back due to the respawn timers. So we're going to take out this keep, and then we're going to get out of here as quickly as possible. So let's back it up. We have a 4-level lead at this point. Any kill by them is going to give them a ton of experience due to the comeback mechanic that is in the game. Looks like they actually just got a turn in. I'm not sure who managed to sneak that on their team. It was probably Illidan, given the fact that he's the one out. I'm going to pick up this chest while the rest of my team tries to hunt down Illidan. There he goes. He is dead. Zagara and I are doing our best to pick this up. Looks like there's a minor team fight going on over in the middle. Looks like it's 3-on-3 most likely. Uther does die, but Vala picks up his coin. She does have 5. Nazeebu is back. Looks like, oh, he can take out Uther's ghost takes out Nazeebu. I've got Vala here on an overkill, and Uther takes her out right at the last second, right before she gets away. We have 2 seconds left on these giants. Hopefully we are alert enough to take those. We just saw them come back. Nazeebu and I are doing our best to push the enemy back here. Keep a lot of pressure going up on the bottom lane. So I'm mounting up. Nazeebu is taking this. I'm going to help him out with that. Looks like Zagara is taking our giants on the other side of the bottom lane. So things are going quite well for our team at the moment. The enemy team does have their ultimates now, so we do need to be a little bit more careful in the team fights. They will be a lot more even. Looks like Tycus is down there with Vala and Raynor taking out those enemy knights. I'm going to take this doubloon camp, pick up another 2 coins for our team. So I do have 6. We have 5 in. Nazeebu's turning in 1. Zagara is turning in 9, which is going to be more than enough that we need. Hopefully I noticed that and don't try to turn my coins in. Yep, I'm still trying to turn coins in. Yeah, definitely did not notice that. Looks like they are pushing the bottom pretty hard. We do have a big volley going up top. Zagara is all by herself on the bottom. I should have stayed there and supported her. But I'm going to get these knights as quickly as possible. Yeah, our bottom fort in that lane is going to go down any second. Looks like we have taken out the top, almost taken out the top enemy enemy fort, excuse me. They look exactly the same, guys. Come on. I mean, you've got forts and keeps, and it's just way too confusing. You got forts, keeps, towers, and gates all in those lanes. It's just way too confusing. Looks like Zagara is asking for some help on the bottom. It is completely uncontested now. But actually, we could sacrifice the bottom fort to get this top one. Get a full push up here up top. That would be really nice. So we just lost that fort. However, if we could take all 3 merc camps up here on top, that will actually be a fantastic thing. We have both night camps. Looks like they are trying to hunt down Vala. Our Vala is chasing her down. Does have a strafe go off, and that one... Oh, Uther activates his ultimate to try and get that kill, but completely misses. It was really not necessary for him to do that. Looks like we're going to go in on the Golem here. I've been asking for help from my team for quite a while. The Zebu is pushing with both sets of knights. Vala gets caught by the root just outside of the range of the stomp, which is really great for her. I'm going to overkill this guy down. My overkill actually does less damage than my auto attack right now, but that might be due to the artifacts. Like I said, this game is slightly older, so artifacts are still a thing. We're going to pick up that giant. Looks like Illidan got caught wind of what was going on and tried to stop us. Unfortunately for him, he was alone. So we do have a 2-level lead at this point. That could disappear fairly quickly if we lose one team fight. Looks like the Golem is pushing the top. Oh, 1 second. I haven't moved my mouse in long enough. So Zagara has 1 coin. I have, I believe, how many do I have? There we go. I have 9 coins. And Vala has 4, so this is going to be, I'm going to be able to turn in about 8 of my coins here. 7 of my coins. No, 8 of my coins to get a turn in for us. Hopefully that'll crush one of the lanes. It'll be interesting to see where they go. We do have... Oh, the enemy team is fighting for the knights. That's what's going on. So I'm going to Odin up. Hopefully Vala can get a little bit of... looks like we did separate Tycus from the rest of our team. She does strafe. Tycus activates his Odin. Hopefully someone from our team can get down here. I'm running right into a Hyperion, which is not good for us. I'm fighting the Zebu one-on-one here. But I do get him with the kill with the last of my Odin life. Looks like we do have to surrender the knights to the enemy team. There's nothing we can do, nothing I can do alone to really take that. However, our enemy team our team has completely crushed their top lane. They are missing their top keep. So sacrificing the knights to take that top keep, I'll take that pretty much. It looks like Vala and I are they're not actually taking the knights. They are just waiting for us to jump in there. And we just completely waste them. So, a good idea on their part. I like the base of what they were doing, trying to lay a trap, bait us back into the knights. However, doing it while they're down most of their HP was probably not the smartest idea. They should have just taken the knights and then gotten out of there. So I was saying, I did ruin her arrow there by separating everyone. It's like we need one more... we do have... giants, that is, Zagara is getting 1 more volley, should expose their core. 2 more would win the game. We could just push with the mercenaries that we have and probably end the game right there. It will be a little bit, a little bit interesting to see what goes on. I'm paying in some doubloons. We do have a Vala moving over here. So, looks like they just picked up their giants. So that's gonna hurt our push slightly. Hopefully we can still get something going on. Looks like we have the 4 of us. Vala is turning in 8 coins. That'll give us our last turn in that we need to take out their mid keep. Zagar is moving down. Looks like we're going to 5-man the bottom here any second now. Or we'll push mid while the mercenaries all push bottom. Because our mercenaries are actually dead on bottom. Only their giants are up. It looks like Nazeebu's going down there to try and counter their push slightly. Illidan does hunt right into me. Bit of a waste on his part, as by the time the team fight actually starts again, he's going to be back. I'm going to be back to basically full health, thanks to the lifesteal. Looks like Zagara is pushing the mid core very. We're actually going in straight for the kill here. I do Odin up to try and get as much damage done as possible. Vala does strafe, and we do kill the enemy Vala. Just a couple more shots onto the core will end the game. We do grab... Zagara actually goes down there to Illidan, and I end up taking out the core right at the last second, surrounded by the enemy team. So if we hadn't gotten the core there, that may have been enough to swing the game back into about even. At least XP-wise, they were way behind in building, so it would have still been very difficult for them to catch up. I hope you guys enjoyed that game. This one should upload very, very quickly, actually. I just upgraded my internet to full gigabit from Google Fiber. So it is going to be really, really fun to see how quickly this video uploads. It's one of the reasons I'm casting it right now. But on the bright side, but not the only reason, I also love Heroes of the Storm, love casting videos, and I will see you guys in the future.